Oh, we're
Okay.
live.
Oh, we're live. Hi, welcome to the Ipas2 free, almost not free anymore, webinar. This is we're we're at the we're at this transition point between free and not free. So those who of you who have signed up previously, you can go all in now. And for those who haven't, you'll have to wait till noon tomorrow. My name's Roy Harris, and I'm one of the visionaries for the Ipas2 system. I was one of the founding members of the Empower Network, and when I saw, and I'd been working with Chris Jones for quite some time on what he was trying to put together as a automated system, and he's been working on this for a long time. He spent years and millions of dollars, and I contributed several $1,000s and moral support to that. And then when I saw the Empower Network and I saw the products, and I said, this is something now that we can put this system and wrap it around these products, and we're going to have something that's going to be incredible. And so I was actually hoping this would happen like 2.5 years ago, but unfortunately, so when I brought Chris Jones online, brought him into the Empower Network, he also saw this vision that we could do this, but whenever you have a new company, there's all kinds of things that happen. And Empower Network had so many problems with, because people were making so much money so fast. There were institutions out there thinking that there must be something illegal about what we were doing, and it wasn't illegal. We just had a vision that, and a philosophy that the company didn't have to make all the money, that the people that were doing all the work could make all the money. And that was a concept apparently no one had ever thought of before. So we were making a lot of money. They were paying out big checks, and so they couldn't find anybody that would handle those accounts, which seems so crazy because they could have made millions of dollars or thousands of dollars just from handling the accounts. So anyway, we finally got that fixed. We now have, and then there's other growing pains that comes with any new company. But the Empower Network matured. It's got 13, 14 millionaires already that they've made. And we're doing our 3-year anniversary next month, having a big event in Orlando, and we invite you to join with us, join the Empower Network, join the Ipas2 system, and go to Orlando and have a really good time with us there. And then, so like I said, this is the transition period between those who pre-enrolled and those who going to the public. So if you hadn't pre-enrolled, well, let's say you did pre-enroll. If you did pre-enroll and you go to the Ipas2 free page, ipas2free.com, and you see it says closed, just go down to the bottom of the page, and it'll have a login location. Put in the username and password that you originally signed in to ipas2free.com, and then it'll take you into the new Ipas2 system. Now, then you want to go through all the videos, it'll teach you and walk you step by step. You have a coach available immediately that you should be able to have if whoever your upline is has the black package. So if you belong to one of us, we all have the black package, so you're well taken care of. Plus, you can get a hold of us. You can just go to Facebook and type in Roy Harris. You'll find me. I'm sure Jay's just as easy to find, and Catherine is very easy to find, but she's having some microphone problems today. She was to be in charge of this hangout, but suddenly, technical difficulties required it to be a little bit different. So I'm kind of taking charge, I guess. And but we do have Jay Wilkes on today, and so I'm going to turn a little bit of time over to him right now, and maybe pretty soon Catherine will be back on.
All right, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, I'm transitioning here between. I just literally we had a big storm come through here Friday, so I've been out of power until today since Friday.
Oh
so
my!
I'm in the process of trying to get that set up, and then I just open up, unpackage a brand new computer, so I don't completely have that set up yet. So it's like trying to get everything going here. So I wasn't sure if I had this mic connected right or not. So
yeah, your mic's good.
All right, yeah. So it's been it's been good. I forget when was the 4th, whatever. Was that Thursday? Was our first chance for us to actually go through and get our hands on the system for everyone that has been into the, like you said, the founding member created their free account that we had started the promoting, I think, in January or February, somewhere around there is when we started registering people up for the free account, and so those people who had registered finally got their access on Thursday, and just the response so far has just been amazing. I mean, some of the comments that I've received and some of the email messages, it's just everyone is loving everything that they see so far. And when you start going through there and you start going through some of the tabs and watching the videos and seeing the tools and different things that they have set up, you can see why it took the time that it threw and get launched, and we'll finally be at the public launch tomorrow for everyone who wants to get access to this system. And you can also see why there was so much to go through as far as getting it accredited, because there's so many different parts and pieces and different things that every single page and every single tool and every video has got to be watched. And these videos aren't these videos aren't all just like 2-minute videos or 30-second videos. I mean, there's training sessions on there. There's multiple videos that you have to watch in order before you can watch the next one. So, I mean, every time something was tweaked or needed to be changed, and that whole process had to start over again. So it's just been an amazing ride. But the system is incredible, and they're still adding stuff in there probably up until the last minute. They'll be putting stuff in there to get it all, everything in there for tomorrow for the second big launch. I mean, I guess. What would you call that Thursday? Like a soft launch, maybe?
Right, the pre-enroll launch, yeah.
So tomorrow, I mean, and Thursday, I mean, I'm assuming there was, I don't know the exact number, but thousands of people who went on and started using their system and got their coaches set up. All the things that everyone has been asking about. When am I going to get a chance to do it? When am I going to be able to do this? Well, that all got answered on Thursday. You were able to go on your system. You were able to set up. You were able to, if you hadn't already upgraded like we had told you to get to the level where you wanted to be at, you were able to do that, just with a click of a button. You were able to get your coach set up, get that turned on, and start going through the system. And we've talked about this before. I think that's key to anything. That is knowing what it is exactly that you're selling and the system that you're going to be telling people to use. It's hard to do that if it's not something that you've went through and you've tested and checked out. So when they say, oh, I'm on this step or something like that, you can say, oh yeah, I remember that step or whatever. Or you're going to have, most likely you're going to be at the black level, so you're going to have a coach that handles a lot of those little questions and stuff. But I still think it's a good idea to go through each and every one of the products and get to know what it is exactly you're selling, because you're going to be showing this and talking to people about this who aren't always going to be sitting right at the computer. Maybe you're running into somebody at your wherever you go out to eat, at a little diner or your coffee spot, or just somebody you happen to bump into, or even somebody if you're out at a store or something and you can just tell, like, man, somebody needs to have a better life, and you say, let me tell you about something. You want to be able to explain what it is exactly that you're selling and what it is that you do. So it's like I said, just take some time, go through that system, and It's been incredible. I've never seen anything like it. So I mean, and I haven't been around in this industry a long time, but I've talked to some people, and Roy can vouch for this after I get done here, that have been around this industry for a long time and have tried multiple systems and have seen what people have put together and come up with. And there's just nothing like it. There's nothing that, we can't say it's 100% completely automated and it's going to just do everything for you, because you are going to have to work a little bit, but it's pretty damn close. It's pretty damn close. I mean, it's amazing, and it is the closest thing to having your own online franchise. So it's incredible. I mean, like, I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over, because to me, that's all I can say about it, is that it's just incredible. It's amazing. I don't know if we're going to do any kind of a walkthrough here or anything like that, but it's something to be seen for sure.
Yeah, we can definitely do a walkthrough if anybody was interested. But so the first things you really got to do is just go to that Ipas2free.com. Go down to the bottom, log in, and I mean, if you were pre-enrolled, and so why do you want to do that? Well, because tomorrow it's going to be live. It's going to be live to everybody, and there's a lot of you're going to see ads. You're going to see this all over Facebook. You're going to see this all over YouTube. You're going to see this everywhere. In fact, I've spent the last several days just making audios and videos, and then I made an inner circle audio that hopefully everybody will be able to listen to. Travis asked me to make one, so I put one together this weekend on top of everything else I'm doing. So but there's going to be a lot of interest being generated, because people are going to see it everywhere. Now, so if the people who do you want them to join with you, or do you want them to join with me and Jay or somebody else just because they saw our ad? So you have a lot of people, you have an area of influence over people that that know you. Maybe if you have a Facebook page, if you're doing anything online, people know you. So wouldn't you rather they sign up with you? They say, you don't want to find out later. It's like, oh, you already signed up. Well, yeah, I didn't know you were involved in this. So you've got to get in, and this takes a while to do. So I would suggest you get in now, and as soon as you watch this, and go in and start watching the videos, because it takes a while to get through each of them. And then once you get through each of them, that takes you step by step explaining the system, then you actually have to set up the system. Now, there is a done for you. They will, and I didn't even check to find out how much that would cost, but there's probably like $100 or something. But they will do it for you. But there's still parts of it you have to do. You have to set up your own profile. They can't do that. So you have to get your avatar. You have to get a little description about yourself. There's a lot of things to do, and then there's a tremendous amount of training in here already. I mean, just already, it's unbelievable that I was going through some of the trainings, and I'm just blown away. I'm thinking, wow, I mean, we have so much here, and it's $47. That's all it's going to cost. But you'll make like anywhere from 26 to 35 or something like that of that amount when people come in behind you, and that's every month. So everybody gets to try it out for 7 days for $7. I mean, there isn't a better deal out there on the market. And most people would never let you have full access to their system for $7, because, for one thing, they have nothing to show. And if you actually got into their back office, you'd say, yeah, this isn't even worth the $7 I paid for the trial. So we actually were giving full access to look at everything, for a whole week. If you like it, sign up. It's only $47 a month, and believe me, the amount of materials and the system and the calculator, you can actually put in there exactly how much you want to make. So I put in there $20,000 a month because that's that's what I have to make. That's to just survive. That seems ludicrous to some people because they think $20,000 a month, that's a lot, but $20,000 a month isn't really a lot, and so I'd have to spend $1,000 a week on advertising if I just bought PPC ads, or through our brokers and things. But if you do the Facebook ads, you do the free Facebook stuff, you do videos, you blog. There's so many things you can do that you can bring in hundreds of people, and all you got to do is get eyeballs on the system. Just get some people to come in for $7. $7, that's all, and let them try it out. Believe me, I can't imagine if at least 50% of the people you send over. Now, in the videos, they'll say like 10% of the eyeballs that come to your site will sign in with the $7 offer, but I can't even imagine that once they have a chance to look at it, if you pre-sell it correctly, $7 is nothing, and you should be able to get almost everybody to try it out. Everybody you know. I mean, doesn't everybody you know need money? Doesn't everybody you know, aren't they looking for a system on the internet? Doesn't everybody you know deserve to have the life that you're going to have by using this system? Anyway, $47 a month, really easy. But and since you're pre-enrolled, you also have the 6-figure shortcuts. Oh my gosh, I started doing the trainings in there. That's amazing. And it's a one-time offer, $97. Now you'll make 50 to 70% on that, but you get it free because you pre-enrolled, if you're pre-enrolled with this. But even if you didn't, it's well worth that price. It's well worth way more than that. There's one John Penberthy, what I guess that's his name. Anyway, he tells you exactly what he does to make $2,000-3,000 every month. And that was months ago. He makes way more than that now. So if you just follow that one simple thing, you'd make thousands of dollars. And it's a one-time charge, $97. Yeah. So everything in here is value. I mean, it's value-based. It's far enough. It's like James saying, it's like it blows me away because I've been online for a long time. I've been doing marketing for a long time, and believe me, I am so. This is like, with Chris, this is like his baby, but I'm like the proud grandpa, because so I had this vision as soon as I saw what Chris was trying to do several years ago, and I saw what David Wood was trying to do, and I said, if we could get these two together, because the one thing Empower Network never had, or I don't believe it's ever really done well, it's had a really good system. Now, they're starting to implement some things, but they've got nothing compared to the Ipas system, because Chris has been working on the concept of the system for like 7 years. He's been working on that whole concept of how to build a system. And why? I mean, why would you spend that much of your life? Was it just to get money? Well, he could have been spending that time making money. He makes a lot of money. He can make a lot of money. He's really good, as you can tell. But he and David Wood, myself, Jay, I mean, what we have is a love for people. We are so sick and tired of seeing people fail that try. I mean, people who don't try, I have no sympathy for. If you can't get off the couch, get out from under, behind the TV or in front of the TV, whatever. If you can't do that, then I have no sympathy. But if you've been online or if you've been offline and you've got a network marketing business, you're trying to sell this or that, and you haven't had any success, you can use this system to build that business, but you can make so much more money just by implementing this entire system. Because once you go to the profit maximizers, which the Empower Network products, you can, right now you can get the full black package, which gives you access to the coaches, the proprietary traffic. You can get all that for $29.97, and it's we all paid well over $5,000 for that, but you can have access to it for only $29.97. That's another great special you're getting, and with that, you get basically your money back with your second sale of a black, if somebody comes in the second the black program that you sell, you'll basically get all your money back or most of your money back on that one. But even if you only brought in 2 people, say your second person brought in just 1 person, well then you've doubled your money, because all that one goes up directly to you. Now, is that bizarre or what? So you've heard of these 3x9 matrices and things like that. Just think about if you had 3 who got 3 who got 3 with this system, and you were making $2,000 off each one of those people. 3 who got 3 who got 3 will make you about $500,000 bucks. Maybe more. Actually, I haven't done the math, but believe me, and nobody else is paying that kind of money out for just 3 who get 3 who get 3. In fact, it may be over $1 million. 2,000. Anyway, go through it, and you'll figure it out. Anyway, it's a whole lot of money. And now I have to give an income disclaimer, because I can't promise that you're going to make any money. I mean, even though we have proprietary traffic, we have a system that is beyond anything that's ever been designed, we still can't promise that you're going to make money, because you still have to go in and do the videos. You have to go in and set everything up, and it's going to take you a few hours to do that. You're not going to do that in 15 minutes. It's going to take you a few hours. You're going to need 2 nights or a weekend to set this thing up, the full thing, and get everything going, and then get your traffic going, purchase the proprietary traffic, go out and put some ads out on Facebook, do some videos. It's going to take some time. It's going to take some work. But if you do that, and you don't make any money, call me, because I can't even imagine. You're going to go into some kind of a Guinness Book of World Records if you do those things and you don't make any money. It would be almost unfathomable. But yeah, I mean, FCC says we can't guarantee you any money, and nowhere can you be guaranteed money. If you go to your job tomorrow, they could close down. Have you ever seen that? It happens. Jay comes from an area where there's a lot of businesses just closed down. You go to work one day and there's a padlock on the gate, and there's no paycheck. So you just worked, and there's no guarantee. So there isn't a guarantee out there. There is no job that you can be guaranteed income. There is no job that you can be guaranteed that you even have a job next week. I'm working with some people that I test airplanes, and we are having layoffs right now because we don't have any airplanes to test. And these are super qualified people. I mean, you can't find flight test engineers. They're not just somebody you can hire off the street. Yet we're getting rid of several people. So even in a field where you've got an engineering degree or you've got some other kind of degree, there's no guarantee that you've got an income. So you actually have a better shot if you control the situation. And if you have your own business, if you use the Ipas2 system, if you have the Empower products and you study the Empower products, and you study everything in the six-figure shortcuts, and you implement those things and you don't make money, then there's something really seriously wrong. I can't even imagine. Like I said, can't guarantee, but if you do those things and you don't make any money, you let me know. We'll find a way to make it work for you, because obviously you put all that advertising out there and you didn't put a link to the site, you didn't put a phone number out there. Be sure to let people, make it easy. When you're putting ads out there, make it really simple for people to find you. You can't believe the number of people, ads you can go through and it's like, okay, this is a cool ad, what do I do now? So it's very important that you actually put your contact information out there. Put your email, put your phone number, put something out there so people can call you, people can get access to your system, the system here. So if you're not having success, that may be one thing, or you're using a bunch of ads that are just very offensive to people. It could be, I don't know, but the system works. All you've got to do is log in, go to ipas2free.com if you pre-registered. If not, if you did not pre-register, then tomorrow, then be looking for a link. You're more than welcome to go to my links. I've got videos everywhere that will be out tomorrow. So Jay's probably got videos. Catherine, I know, has got all kinds of stuff going. You'll be easy to find her. So if you don't have a sponsor, you don't know anything about this yet, then just go and do the trial offer. You have that ability September 8th at noon Eastern time to actually just try it out for $7. Go to, and you can, like I said, you can go to any of our links, Catherine's, Jay's, or mine, and you'll find us pretty easily out there. I'm sure that we've got plenty of ads, so be looking for us. And if you want, we'll be happy to send you our links. So if whoever invited you tonight, myself, Catherine, or Jay, be sure to contact us if you want to sign up with Ipas, and we'll be happy to send you a link. I know Catherine will. I wish her audio was working, because I wasn't planning on doing this, but I have been doing nothing but going through the system all weekend, and answering questions for people. So there's, the kind of questions I don't know are appropriate here, because, one person, had a question about the autoresponder. They'd already set up a campaign before, and they couldn't remember what the campaign name was. And I said, it doesn't really matter. Just set up a new campaign, for today, as you're going through. That was, I guess, one question. There was some questions about traffic, and so you can purchase traffic. I'm trying to think. Anything you can think of, Jay? Any questions that you've gotten or that you've thought of as you've gone through the system? Because it's so self-explanatory. They just walk you through step by step by step by step, and they do have a done-for-you setup, and I'm sure it's probably $100 or something. So I'm sure it's not too terribly expensive, but it's really worth going through it yourself. That way you can answer questions for somebody else on your team, and that does want to go through it, or they just can't afford to have it done for them. So it would really pay you to just go through it. It just takes a while, but it's worth knowing. So go ahead, Jay.
No, I got a couple things that I wrote down here too, but while you were talking. But yeah, no, that's why I was talking about earlier. Just it makes sense for you to go through that, so you can answer if you have some of those questions come up, or for people that you're going to have questioning you prior to them actually going through and getting into the funnel. Maybe there'll just be some simple questions that you'll be able to answer. While you were talking, I went and checked the setup service. It says right now and I got a feeling this will probably change, but it says right now that it's $50, and it sets up your Ipas account, your Empower account, and your e-wallet. So the way that you get paid, it says that all that is up for the setup service is $50. It takes like 24 to 48 hours. Like I said, I mean, that seems really low to me, so I have a feeling that's probably going to change.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you'll have that option, and for people that are coming in that are brand new, that maybe don't really, they're a little confused or overwhelmed in the beginning, they can take that route and have it all set up for them, have it up and running for them. Because once it's up and running for you, then it's literally just grabbing a couple of links from your back office and then promoting those and giving those out. So, yeah, so that's there if somebody wants to take advantage of that. Another thing you talked about, like John Pemberthy's training. I saw another training that was back there from William Wood. And there's some other trainings there that came from some of the Prosperity Hangouts. These are Hangouts and mastermind events, that 2-day mastermind events that happened after some of the big Empower Network events. And for those masterminds, just to be able to go to those private mastermind events, it was $1,000 to go for one person, $1,500 to go for if you brought like a spouse or something like that. And then on some of them, they actually sold the recordings of those masterminds for like $500 each. And these are things that, I mean, you had a bunch of people that went to them, attended them in person, and then you had several people that bought the recordings of them. So you're talking, like, so even if they just bought the recordings, they're paid $500 for, you're getting them just by getting access and getting into the system. That some of the people who were lucky and became founding members were able to get in for free, which means they got not only did they get the $197 or whatever, $150 worth of product for free, they also got access to these additional trainings and things like that that are worth probably invaluable, because you can use them over and over and over.
Oh yeah.
And you also talked about the systems and with Chris Jones being really good with systems and then the Empower Network products. I mean, it was almost like a perfect marriage. I mean, Empower Network creates and keeps creating really great products. I mean, I was talking to somebody in a message yesterday about this, that he's like, yeah, there's a lot of products right there. And I said, you know what? I said, I have every single Empower Network product that has come out, and I buy every product. I'm committed to buying every product that they come out with, because they haven't put one out yet that has let me down. And I told them, I would tell you, if there was something like, I'd say, maybe don't spend your money on that. It'd be better, you'd get more value if you put it into this. I told them, I said, I would be honest and tell you, but they haven't put out a product yet that is not worth way more than what you're actually paying for. And I mean, these products are responsible for changing my lives. And I've told people this story, and it's definitely been on this Hangouts a lot of times, that I have a little piece of paper on my wall back. Let's see if I can get it, like right there, that paper right there. That was like $45,000 to go back to school and get a degree in marketing, and needed in everything in those marketing classes. They said, oh, well, in addition to this, everything is going towards online, so you need to learn online, but none of them could teach it because none of them have done it before. That's how I stumbled across these products, and these products have taught me way more than that little paper right there that I paid a hell of a lot more for. These products have just been amazing, and they continue, just like I said, put out new ones that are just full of value. So it's like, let Empower Network do what they do, which is keep creating new trainings and products that are just incredible. Let Chris Jones do what he's good at, which is creating these systems. I mean, a system like this that has never been seen before, and then let us do what we want to do. Most of us don't want to create a system or create a product. We want to just be able to market, like Chris Jones. Chris Jones, it was a perfect match for him to be able to market Empower Network products because they're already valuable. For us, it's best interest to us to promote a system that is just unbelievable that's already made for us, and products that are already made for us. So that takes all the guesswork out of it for us, and then we just need to promote our offer that that gets people to see this perfect marriage. And it's just like, you definitely can't be in a better place at the right time, and with the right people. This opportunity is so huge that you need to tell everyone about it tomorrow. I mean, or everyone you walk into, be like, do you have $7? Because I think it's $7 or whatever tomorrow to get in. It's
right.
like, spend $7. If it's not for you, that's fine. But at least $7 to see if this is for you, because if a $7 decision could end up changing your life, how many times would you do that over and over and over? You know, it's everyone you come in contact with. I'd be like, look, this is my website. You need to check this out. I would have that website go into the offer and let them pick it. And like I said, however you got to get that out tomorrow. If you've got to put a sticker across the back of your car, if you got business cards or little handout things that you can do, if you're talking to people online, if you got personal Facebook friends, I mean, you need to have your link everywhere. I mean, I've been doing a lot like on Instagram, and I had on a couple weeks ago when there was a hangout that I think you might have technical issues with on that week, Roy, where I jumped on with Catherine, and I was talking about Instagram. On my Instagram, which I had never really done with now or prior to, once I started mainly put images on there. I'm not really, a lot of it's quotes and different things that I come up with, or images I put on there. It's not even trying to sell anything, but I have in your bio, you can put a link on there that's actually, it's the only place on Instagram in your bio that's clickable. You can have that go right to your sales page. And like I said, once I started putting this picture on there, people just automatically started coming over to the link because people just get curious. They're like, why is this guy so happy? Or what? Because it is. I mean, even if you look at somebody's, say, their Facebook wall or whatever, or their Facebook page or Instagram, if it's all complain, the first thing they're looking for is like the delete key or unfollow, or how do I get this guy off of my. I mean, that's how I do it now. If I get a ton of negativity that starts popping up on my stream or whatever, I just don't have time for that. I just go ahead and go over to them. I'm doing this on my computer right now, as if you guys can see this, but I've got my mouse, I'm going over there, and I just unfollow or take them off my friends list, because I don't need to see. I need to be surrounded with people who are going in the direction that I want to go, and be with the same mindset and same philosophies as I have. I don't need to be focused on the negativity. So I get rid of those people. But when I see someone who is like really positive and it got a lot of things going on, they're taking a bunch of pictures, or they're traveling, and they're all released and they're posting pictures, you get curious. You get curious and you go look at their profile, and it's the same thing with Instagram. Instagram is all images. And people start to see that stuff, and then they get curious and they click on links just to see, what the hell the link is for. People are just, inherently nosy. I mean, they're just curious. They want to know what's going on with people, and you got to have your link. There's so many different ways, and that's just ways that you can do free advertising and free marketing. But you got to stay consistent with it. Don't be wishy-washy and give up one day and be like, oh, I had a big thing with someone over the weekend, because like I said, my power was out, so I was on my phone. I went somewhere and I was charging my phone. I was sitting on there, and did 2 days in a row. And I don't even know how this guy ended up in my stream, but the first day, Friday morning, he had something, just a really negative post, and then on Saturday, a really negative post about how system is is a scam, this, that, and the other, da da da. And I was like, man, I said, I don't know what, and I basically said this, I was like, I don't know what you've got going on, but 2 days in a row, when I wake up, the first thing I see that came up from you is both negative. So maybe this isn't right for you, but whatever it is, and if this isn't right for you, I don't know what is, because this is like the most perfect thing ever. But whatever it is, if this isn't right for you and you move on to something else, maybe you need to work on your attitude and get a little, some positivity in life, because if you just have that negative, if one little glitch or something, not being able to figure out one little thing is going to set you off to think that automatically, it's a scam when you've got thousands of, I don't even know. I mean, how many people do you think are in Ipas right now? 5,000?
Yeah, probably. That was my guess. Well, I was trying to figure out. Yeah.
To see, one or two people having maybe an issue with a browser or a video not playing or something like that, to automatically come to the conclusion that this thing is not working and it's broken and it's never going to work. It's like, are you kidding me? Everywhere I go, I mean, cars break down. You work with Boeing or planes and jets. I mean, jets, have issues.
Oh yeah.
Restaurants. I mean, everywhere you go, once in a while. There's even churches have issues once in a while. I mean, not everything is a perfect world. I mean, once in a while there's going to be a little glitch, but everything has just been, I mean, is handled. And what I like about our community here is that everyone is so supportive that you don't have to wait to hear back from somebody from support. You can put a message and be like, this is what I ran into, and chances are somebody else ran into it too. And next thing you know, they're messaging you and sending you a video. This is how I got over it, or they're putting it in response to our Facebook page. I mean, it's just been the community, and that's what I talk about, how important it is to be surrounded with the right people. I mean, I've never been in a community, I've never been around this many positive people in my life. I've told it to a million people. I mean, when I came into the Empower Network community, and then now with the Ipas community, and just everyone together, I mean, it's just been, you know, there's a lot of times where I've maybe been like a little bit down a day, but someone messages you, and you get a lot of messages too, where someone's like, you know, thanks for that video, or you really helped me, or you know, this and the other. And I mean, it just changes your attitude, and it's like that's what we have. And just imagine having 5,000 people like that, and it's 5,000 now. Tomorrow it could be, you know, 10,000, and by the end of the week it could be, you know, 30,000. I mean, because this is not something that's just for one team in Empower anymore. This is for the whole Empower community. And a lot of people don't even, you know, that's the other thing, is a lot of people didn't even realize, there's, you know, a lot of people that are in Empower knew this was coming, but now you've got a lot of people who come from the outside that they're seeing the Ipas brand name first, and they, you know, and they're getting set up in the pre-framed on, you know, the benefits of having systems, utilizing profit maximizers, and then they're starting to see breakdowns and math of, you know, what it's like when you start, like you were talking about, when you get, you know, a few people, and then next thing you know, you're in, you know, $500 commission here, and $1,000 commission here, and $2,000 commission here, and you're still gonna have some $5,000 commissions for people who don't take advantage of that first, you know, initial discount, 40% discount that you get on the Empower products. So those people, that when they come back in, when they can afford it to upgrade, you're going to have even higher commissions. And like you said, the numbers that when you start messing around with that calculator are just how quickly and what you can do to get those numbers. You know, income disclosure, we can't guarantee any kind of results, and you're going to have to work hard at this business, but we're just speaking from our experience and showing you the things that are possible, and the calculator does that too. Just shows you things are what are possible. When Roy talks about a $25,000 a month income, it does sound crazy maybe to some people, you know, because the number is just not a number where they're, you know, accustomed to being at. But I mean, that's what $25,000 a month is. What, 300,000? It's 300,000 for the year or something like that, I think, or whatever. You know, it's just like, it's doable, and it's doable not just for the person. It's not just for the Donald Trumps and, you know, and the Richard Bransons of the world. It's doable for Betty Lou, who owns the flower shop on the corner, and, you know, and Mike the mechanic out of you know, wherever people are from. This is gonna be the first time where you're seeing on regular just basis, just average people, the little guy, just the people getting small wins. People, I mean, and I've said this, I know, and people that have watched these hangouts all the times, when you go to a restaurant or whatever, the first thing they put on the wall, they frame, it's not their first $100, it's the first dollar they made. And they put it up in a frame because they're so proud they've actually made their very first money in their business when they decided to create their own business and go into business for themselves. And that's what we have here. You're going into business for yourselves, and you're going to right away probably see a little $7 commission, which $7 isn't a lot of money, but for a lot of people, $7 is that first $7 that they've ever learned online. And this isn't people who have just, you know, are brand new. This is there's people, you run into them all the time, Roy, and Catherine does too. People who have been trying this for 5, 6, 7 years. I ran into somebody who told me they started trying to market online back with like AOL chat, which is like from like 98, 99, you know, I think. You know, so they were trying to message people through chat and stuff, and they were like, we were marketing online when people didn't even know who you were because people didn't have a real name on AOL. They had like a username. So I mean, at least, you know, now with Facebook, at least people know who they're talking to, and, you know, see all about them and stuff like that. So it's a little bit easier. But that person too, I mean, it's been 15, 16 years. They hadn't made really any money online, and there's people 5, 6, 7, 8 years who have made zero money online, or maybe they just have made their money back or something like that. It's just you hear these stories on a regular basis, but they're still trying. They still believe that it works, and it does work. And this is going to be the perfect system for all people, not just the heavy hitters.
Yeah, that's the reason I backed Chris Jones years ago. I started, putting money in to, his systems because I said, if we could just get the right system with the right product. I saw that even 4 years ago when I was first working with Chris, and I thought, that's really what people need. They need a system they can just plug into because it's too hard. Have you tried? It's the difference between, and this is why we call it the first internet franchise style business, is because if you've ever tried being online, setting up websites, setting up just all the things you have to go through, it is an incredible amount of work. A WordPress blog, your autoresponders, your then you've got to go get some kind of a lead pages or something like that, and start getting your so people can opt in, and so you can track them, and then you've got to do follow-up emails, and then you've got to set up thank you pages, and then you actually have to have a product that you can sell that's actually worth something that you can actually make some money on. And so that's why so many people use ClickBank and things like that. And then you can do all that, or you can use the Ipas system. Now it's still a little bit of work to set a few things up, but everything is taken step by step by step. The process is just is just drop dead easy, even for the people who have no technical abilities at all. Okay, $50. They'll set that up for you. So basically, you're ready to go. You go in, log in, pay your $50, let them set it up for you, but you have the system ready to go. So which makes more money when it's out there? Your mom and pop hamburger shop, which a lot of them do really well, but 90% of them usually end up failing for different reasons. But how many McDonald's do you know that have failed? I would guess it's less than 10 or 20% that a McDonald's anywhere that's ever failed. So that's exactly the kind of numbers we're looking at. You can set everything up yourself, and you can continue to fail, or you can use the Ipas2 system, and you can, for the first time in your life, make money. If they don't do anything but pay the $7 to look it over, you've made at least $3.50. Wow. And look around at the other products that are out there. 50% is pretty good. $3.50 is not bad. You can make up to like $5 if you are Ipas Black, of course. But we're just going to talk about the people who are just getting in, and they're not getting all in, but because they don't have any money maybe. But think about it this way: if your car breaks down and you have no money, but you need that car to get to your job, what do? You find a way to get your car fixed, don't you? Or you find a way to get to work, don't you? If you have a sick child and you have no insurance, you find a way to get them taken care of. So it really depends on how bad you really want to be successful, how bad you, for the first time in history that I'm aware of, do we have a system that's almost guaranteed, because we can't guarantee it, almost guaranteed to make you money if you will just follow the system. In the beginning, it's what's done to you will now be done for you. We like to talk about that a lot within the videos, because you get to watch the process as it's done to you as you're going through it. Then, as you're inside and other people are having it, are going through the system, then it's being done for you. At this point, when it's being done for you, that means you're making money. And if it's $7, or if they come in and pay $47 and you make $23 every month from that, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's $23 every month for that one person. You bring in two, that's $46. You bring in three. I mean, it adds up. It really adds up. But as you're going through the system and you see how incredible it is, I believe you're going to want to get all in. I believe you're going to get the black level package, because it's the smartest place to be. So instead of somebody just coming in and you making $3.50 or $23 or you're making upwards of $2,000+ when somebody comes in. Which would you rather make? $3.50, $26 a month, or would you like to be making $2,000+ plus $125 every month from that one person? And if that person brings in a person, then you get double that. And if that person brings in just one person, you get triple that. And you didn't do anything. They just brought them in. And if that person brought, then you got 4 times your amount of money. And that's from just one person that came through the system. Your second person you have to bring in 2. But your second person, if he just brings in one, and he brings in one, and he brings in one, you've already made 4 times, the money. And you've more than doubled your money that you invested, and all you did is bring in 2 people. What other system out there? What other program out there will allow you to do that that's legal? And I can assure you that we have gone through every legal system, compliance. We have a compliance department that is far and above anybody else out there, because we plan on being in business not a year from now, not 2 years from now, but we're going to be in business 50 years from now. We're going to be in business 100 years from now. In 20, 30 years from now, people are going to look back and they're going to say, well, see, there was Amway and Herbalife and Empower Network, Ipas. It's really going to be like that. This is the next step in the evolution of online marketing, or even offline marketing, but particularly online marketing, where those businesses were built from belly to belly, the 3-foot rule, all offline. This will be the first major company that's going to that's going to be online, that's going to make people a lot of money online. People look back and say, okay, the DeVores and those first people who came into Amway, they have so much money they could never spend it. How would you like to be one of those founding members? And now you have that chance. Now you have that opportunity. You can be the rich DeVores. You can be the Amway founders, because now you're a founder, or you can be a founder if you get in now to a system that is practically guaranteed to make you an incredible amount of money. But like I said, we can't guarantee anything, because we don't know if you could just log in and say, well, where's my money? It doesn't work that way. There's still work you have to do. There's still, if you buy a McDonald's franchise, you still have to go find a manager to manage that thing. And you've got to make sure that he knows what he's doing, and then you've got to oversee. You can't just say, okay, I'm going to buy a McDonald's franchise, and the next day say, where's my money? Doesn't work that way, folks. There's nothing out there that you can just buy it and start making money. If there is, it's illegal. Don't do it. There's several companies out there that we have examples of, Seek Rewards, things that people, they made a lot of money. There are a few people who made a lot of money. I know people who lost an incredible amount of money because they thought, oh my gosh, this is great. I'm going to put $20,000, $30,000 in this, and I'm going to be rich. They put that in right before they were shut down. Do you think they made any money? Do you think they got their money back? Absolutely, positively not.
Yeah.
We're talking about $7 and $47. You can get in, try this. $7, try it out. There's nothing else out there. For $29.97, you can buy the entire system. You can have a coach that walks all your people through it. There's nothing else out there like that. This is it. If you want to be like one of those Amway founders that now have more money than they can possibly spend ever in their lifetime or their kids' lifetime, if you want to be there, if you want to be in that position, you have your opportunity. You have it right now. There isn't anything else like that available anywhere, anywhere. And there won't be, because it took us 4 years of very hard work and millions of dollars to put this together. And the Empower Network is a whole separate system that took millions of dollars to put it together. In really 2-3 years to get it, so it's at the level it's at right now. Nobody else can compete. There isn't anything else out there that's going to be like this. So you have your opportunity. This is it. There are going to be thousands of people getting into this in the next few weeks. Do you want them to join with you, or do you want them to join with me and Jay and Catherine? I mean, I'm happy either way. But I can make money just as well as if you're making money. I'd like to see you make money.
Right.
And I can still get your first one, and so on and so on. So I'm still going to make money. Okay, Jay, I'm on my soapbox, and so.
Yeah, no, it's just just a couple of things. I mean, to go along, and we'll stick with the whole McDonald's franchise, because I mean, if you look at McDonald's, I mean, it's by far probably the most successful franchise, in the world, worldwide, and like you said, barely ever fail. And well, first of all, anyone that's watching this live right now, there's a button below they can click on, so they get notified tomorrow as soon as the system goes live, so they can just get started going right away. And if you're watching the replay, there's still a button below, and you can go ahead and get started now. Just like we said, it's a $7 investment. But we talk a lot about the different levels and different things that you can be at, and basically it's just different products that you own, that you buy, and that you qualify to be at different levels. But if you're using like the McDonald's franchise or whatever, basically if you come in and you kind of stay and you're like, oh, I just want to kind of test this out and I want to be at the lower level, it's kind of like buying that McDonald's franchise and knowing that the franchise works, because you've seen it work all across the world for 100,000 stores or whatever the number is, and it works, but you want to just come in and kind of test. That's like saying, all right, McDonald's, I want to come in, I want to be a part of this franchise, but for now I only want to earn money off the dollar menu. And you guys can go ahead and keep the combo meal money and the drive-through money and all that. We want you guys to earn combo meal money. That's why we want you guys to be at the higher level. Drive-through money. We want you to be getting money that's out there, because people are going to come in. If you're at the lower levels, people are going to come in and buy those products, whether you have them or not, because the system is set up to get a person in their head realizing the value and the benefits of leveraging their business and buying those profit maximizers. It doesn't say, man, you can make $3,000 a sale, but you can't make that right now because your sponsor doesn't have it. It doesn't work like that. The system is set up in a way that it says This is how it works. This is what you do. This is why, you should. There's a lot of products out there in the internet, but this is why we think you should go with these products, because you're making 70% to $100 or 100% commissions on these products. Right here is a button. Click on this button. Get started now. It's basically what level amount of commissions do you want to make? Do you want to make the maximum? Go to the max. They click on that button, they buy those products. It doesn't stop them from buying because you don't own them. So we're doing it for you because we want you to be in the best position, be leveraged to make the most amount of money that you deserve to make. Otherwise, that money just passes up, and we're happy for that too. Like Roy said, it's not to be like arrogant or mean about it. We want you to be successful, but either way, whether you're successful or if you're just tinkering around, we still make money because we either get your pass-ups, from you not being qualified to earn those commissions, or we help you build your team, build it down, and we still get, because the way the comp plan works and this pay structure works, we still make some money off of that too. So it's like either way it works for us, and it works for you too, because when you're in and you're at those levels and you do the same thing, you build down also. So it's just like come in and get up to the black level, get your black, order your black card. This is the original black card. Now there's a newer, prettier version of it. Yeah. Just come in and get up to that level. I mean, you're not going to be disappointed. I mean, it's not here, and like Roy said, there's some people here that are tied to Roy, some people here that are tied to Catherine, some people here that are tied to me, and we want all of you to be successful. And I've got people that message me all the time that are not even relatively even close to being on my team, that I help out with training sessions and point them in the right direction. And we all do that. I mean, This is a great group we have here and these are going to continue on, in different forms of fashion, these hangouts and different things, into the future. We in a year from now, when it's I don't know I lose track of these days, but it's Sunday. So when it's now a year from now, when it's Sunday, September 7th or whatever, 2015, and we have 20 new people on this hangout that are just coming up and saying, man, a year ago I was sitting on the hangout and I was kind of on the fence, and I'm so glad I bought something for $7, got started, took action and got started, because it puts you in a different position. You go from being an employee to being a business owner, and it just changes everything in your life. And speaking of it being Sundays, tomorrow there's a lot of people on here that are watching this. They're going to go to work at their job, whatever their job is. I don't know if it's selling cars, or if it's filling out paperwork as a paralegal, or just being data entry clerk or something like that. And you go to work tomorrow, and you're going to work tomorrow for 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours, whatever it is that you work tomorrow, and then on Friday, well, probably not Friday, but probably the following Friday, you're going to get paid for that work that you did tomorrow. Just the once. You did the work once, you get paid for it once. Here we're talking about systems where you do that work one time, and you continue to get paid for that work multiple times. I mean, it's amazing to be able to do work one time and get residual income and get paid something you did one time. Maybe you placed one ad, someone joined, and then every month that person is joining you, or is paying you and has bought products from you, and you continue to earn residual income on there. It's just residual income is the way to go. I mean, I've worked jobs where I've sold in sales. I've sold a lot of things, but you get your commission one time. It's rarely that you're earning, commissions over and over and over off of something that you've sold just one time. So, I mean, I know we're wrapping up here because it's been an hour, and I think I try to keep notes when you go on your rants, but I think I covered everything that I wanted to say. So, I mean, it's basically just click on the button below, whether you're watching right now on Sunday or if you're watching it Wednesday from now, and we've already been running for a couple days. Just get started, go through, get your products, follow the steps in the system, go through the video. You can't skip around. You can't. There's no jumping around in the system that's like, oh, you know what, I'm going to skip this. You have to go through in order, and we do that to help you, not to hurt you, because we want you to see, what exactly you should be doing and how you should be doing it. so you're not out there doing the wrong things. You're not out there throwing out links and things like that when your system isn't set up properly. So just click on the button below, get started, follow the steps, and just run with us, because it's going to be an incredible ride. And we're going to see a lot of us. We'll see you guys next month in Orlando, and it's just going to be, it's cool to see that these people. I mean, we met Ollie in the last one we went to at Charlotte, and Ollie was like, "Man, I've been watching those hangouts and stuff like that, and it's just been, it's been great and stuff." And so it's cool to get to meet people, in real life too, and get to talk with them and hear their story. So I'm looking forward to getting to do that here in just a little bit over a month. So I think that's all I got. I don't know what else you have.
That's it. I just wish Catherine could have been on. So it's just too bad. But Catherine will have to shut us down because I think she still has control. So, Catherine, I hope you're still there, or we're going to be here for a long time.